If you've ever watched a movie like Minority Report and thought, that's fiction, there's no way that could be real. Well, you thought wrong, because what we're seeing is more real than what was depicted in that movie, and it's getting scary, folks. Folks, the video that I'm about to show you is going to be mind-blowing. This is going to be crazy, and it's going to be pertinent in understanding the fact that we are rapidly going to the place that tells us we're coming to in the book of Revelation. Listen to me. This comes from a story that I'm reading right now about something that's happening in Los Angeles. And I'm going to go somewhere with this, because when we talk about these social credit systems, when we talk about the type of things that AI is being utilized to do, folks, understand this. We are entering into a new age and a new world. And this one takes the cake. This is absolutely crazy. So the article that I'm reading actually says this. It says, researchers in California will leverage artificial intelligence to study body cam footage recorded by Los Angeles police to analyze whether officers escalated interactions with public through their language or tone. The Los Angeles Police Department on Tuesday announced the research initiative during the Board of Police Commission's meeting. LAPD Commander Kufietti, I think is how you pronounce the name, said at the meeting, the study will be used to help train future officers on how to best interact with public while also promoting accountability, according to the Los Angeles Times. This is amazing. Let me read the rest of this. It says, the Los Angeles Police Department is committed to leadership, quality through continuous improvement, and public transparency, and is forward-thinking, that's the key right there, forward-thinking, in pursuit of training techniques and technologies that can assist us in achieving our goals. That's what this LAPD commander said. Folks, let me just tell you something. This is a slippery slope. It's about to open the door to something absolutely heinous. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It might look good and it might appear good, especially in light of some of the crazy things that have happened recently. But what this is going to do is make you used to and accustomed to this type of technology, so that when it moves into spying on your life and everything that you're doing and determining whether or not you are an acceptable member of society, it's not going to be so free. So let me show you a video of what this type of technology is doing. This is a Fox News report that kind of touches up on the issue. And folks, it is something spectacularly insane. It really is. Let's take a look here.
Oxford, Alabama police officer Shane Dunnigan is on patrol with a body camera that captures his encounters with the public. One piece of equipment you can't see, artificial intelligence that analyzes hundreds of hours of video a week. The AI detects critical situations that involve use of force and pursuits. It also screens for profanity and unprofessional language.
The technology's good. It protects everyone involved. It just helps the department stopping a problem before it becomes an issue.
Before the fatal police beating of Tyree Nichols, AI could have alerted supervisors to patterns of behavior that needed correction among the officers involved.
With Tyree Nichols, that's a failure to supervise officers. The command staff in Memphis would have the data that would alert them.
20 law enforcement agencies use the technology. The Oxford Police Department in Alabama has used it for 3 years.
We have to hold our officers accountable and making sure that they're providing a service to our citizens in a professional manner.
The Seattle Police Department recently ended a pilot project using the technology. The ACLU raised concerns about the AI platform's transparency and oversight, telling Fox News AI systems are no substitute for community review of officer behavior that is captured by body cameras. The company says AI does not replace humans, but helps departments review thousands of body cam videos at once. According to company data, one police department using the system saw a 36% reduction in the use of force. The system costs an average of about $500 per officer per year. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
Let me tell you where this is going, folks, because this is like really important and I want you to see this. This is something that I don't want escaping from you. It's going to start there. And then where it's going to go is it's going to go to the mindset that says, if I can figure out a way to anticipate what you may or may not do utilizing this technology, I can stop a crime before it happens. And let me tell you how this is going to end up practically applying. If you are a Christian, which by the way, Christians are already being deemed as dangerous to society by many people, and you begin to say things that might appear to be dangerous that our artificial intelligence captures, well, then we are going to do whatever we can in an anticipatory manner to make sure that you're not a danger to society. Even if that involves removing children from your home, even if that involves allowing you as parents to no longer have a voice, even if it involves detecting the things that your children say in school. Folks, these cameras are everywhere, and it's not about whether or not the data is captured. It's about how they're going to actually manipulate the data to be able to make the determinations as into what or what is not acceptable to be said. It is an attack on free speech. It is an attack on free living, and it is undoubtedly, I'm going to just tell you this right now, undoubtedly, this is a context that is being created to literally put into fruition the very things that we are going to see expressed by the totalitarian rule of the final Antichrist. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, as Christians, we won't be here for that time when he is here, but we are certainly here to see those freedoms begin to be removed. We are certainly here long enough to be able to recognize what's going on in our midst and what's happening around us. Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. The darkness is increasing. The world is growing more and more and more and more in opposition to anything that even remotely resembles standing up for righteousness. And this is exactly what they're going to do. Right now, it seems as though it's a noble cause, right? Who isn't all for accountability for law enforcement officers that could potentially take your freedom? Although, let me just simply say, an overwhelming majority of law enforcement officers are admirable people who dedicate so much of their lives to keeping us safe and watching out for us. But that's beside the point. They have an agenda. These people have a desire, and that is to be complete totalitarian rulers. That is exactly what they want to do. They hate the United States of America. They hate you. They hate freedoms. And quite frankly, they hate God more than they hate anything else. And so the more we choose to stand up for righteousness in this society, the more of a target we become. And technology like this is going to be utilized more and more and more and more to attack people who stand up for righteous things. Folks, if you don't think that this is real or you don't think this is a possibility, look at what we're already seeing being deployed in social media. Look at what we're already seeing being deployed in places where videos are released all the time, platforms where people are constantly trying to express their own thoughts. Look at how much more restrictive things have become. Look at how much more darker things have become. This is the world that we are living in. It's getting darker and gloomier. And folks, before you know it, we're going to be hit with something that by the time we experience it, we're going to realize it's too late. Look, the Bible tells us that as Christians, what are we supposed to do? Yes, we're lights to the world, of course, but we are also the gatekeepers. We are the ones that keep full and complete evil from coming into fruition. Why aren't we acting like it? Why aren't we standing up? Why aren't we telling the truth? Why aren't we speaking about these things to people? It starts off one way in a small area, and then it expands and expands and expands like a cancer. Right now, it might appear to be doing good, but eventually it won't. And you are going to begin to see the type of circumstance begin to erect that is more destructive than we ever thought possible. Look at the things they're doing to our children right now. Look at the things that are happening around us. It's time for us to wake up, folks. It's time for us to stand up for righteousness. There's a lot at stake. God bless you.